Right, I've come back to show you how to use the photo paper distress inks and distress oxides on photo papers that I made the other day. Unfortunately, my camera failed me and I have lost the beginning footage of this video. Basically, I had got pieces of about 6x4 photo paper, and you can just about see I've used distress ink on the background and then distress oxides, and we've cleaned them off and we've got this nice shiny texture. I had 4 of these and I've used them to create something. Now I did try to show you, but obviously that has failed, but I'm going to try and show you again with the remaining pieces that we've got left. Of course you could do the same again, but you don't need to use this type of paper. You could use any pattern paper, painted paper, whatever you like. But let me show you how I made my house. Let me find my house. Don't know where it's gone now, but something like this. Quirky house ATCs. So I started with a blank piece of paper or card, which is the same size as an ATC, 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And then I'm just going to draw a line. Now, it's up to you. You can do a nice straight line across. You can do a wonky line. I like making wonky houses, so I'm going to do a line across like that. Then you're going to make this into a triangle. You can make it as straight or wonky as you like. When I say straight, I mean like you could do an equilateral triangle or something like that, or you could just do something triangle shaped. Now for the base of the house, what I try to do is just measure it roughly the same place along the roof edge, and then but from there I don't try and sort of make that symmetrical. I just draw any old line. So then you get something like this, which you then cut out, and then you have your general shape like that. So then what I was doing is, let's make sure I've got some space, I was lining up these. So you really want to line up against the roof line with a flat edge, because that will make everything else much easier. And then I shall chop around this just to make sure I'm not wasting too much, like that, and then I will glue it on. These are quite quick to do. I will leave a link to how I made my papers either at the end of the video or in the description below. I don't know what well, I do know what I'd done. I'll tell you what I had done. I was impatient. I was waiting for one video to upload to YouTube, so I thought I'd use my other phone, and my phone decided otherwise, and I thought I was recording, and it seems like I wasn't. Right, I'm going to put that on there. Ideally you'd wait a couple of minutes for that to dry, because it's well, it's not shiny on the back, but it does kind of move around a bit, I find. So I'm just going to cut it back to size. That moved, I felt it move. Okay, hang on. So I've got the base of our house there anyway. And then we want to put the roof on. Luckily I've got just enough on here, because you want to try and use a contrast colour. So something like that. Let me see. And we'll do the same again, glue it on. I'm going to do it that way around, like that. And again, ideally wait until that has glued a bit. I'm trying to show you quickly what to do. Right, now that you've got this, what really makes it, well, we'll do two things. We'll need to make a door. And now I decided against making windows. Just trying to look and see if I've got any scraps, which are, like, there's a blue bit. I think I might use that. So I think with this bit, I'm just going to cut a wonky door, a deliberately wonky door, something like that. And then I'm going to use a Sharpie, and I've got a bit of scrap paper here and my ruler. Now I'm using my ruler. This is an old bit of a ruler, any ruler will do, but if you use a Sharpie on it, you're going to get black pen stuck on there. Probably you can remove it with alcohol or something like that if you want to. This ruler's got a slightly beveled edge, so obviously it's flat when it's the right way up, but if you turn it over, it has a gap just under where your straight line is, and that's what I'm going to use, because that way I won't smudge when I move my ruler off, because it's not actually touching the paper. So I'm just going to go around my door with a black Sharpie, and again, this is up to you, but I think the black makes it, certainly on these ones, makes it stand out. Depending on the type of paper you've got, you might want to go around with a white pen, or you know, you may not want to go around it at all, who knows. So I'm going to do the door first, because that's quite fiddly. Just leave that there for 1 second. And then, and same with the house, I'm going to go across the roof, line that up. My Sharpie's not in tip-top condition. It could do with a replacement. So I'm going over it a couple of times. I think you can see that I'm not smudging it because my ruler isn't flat on it. If you're putting it flat down, then you're more likely to get a smudge. And it dries fairly quickly as well. I have made house ATCs before, but these ones are a lot brighter and more colourful, vibrant, and I like these a lot. Okay, so just put that to one side, get rid of that bit of paper. Decide where you want to put your door, or which way up you want to put your door, because you might want to turn that around. I think I'm going to stick mine there. I'm using Yoo-hoo glue, but you want something that will stick the shiny, stick onto the shiny side of the photo paper. I'm going to add a doorknob, and that's it. That's my house ATC. Oopsie. And I've made quite a few of them, which I will show you. There's this one, and this one. I love them because they're really colourful, and you know that because you started with the right size, that they're not going to be longer than 3.5 inches or wider than 3.5 inches. And they've got a neat back as well, you can write on them. And they're all different. Yeah, so those are my Funky House ATCs. I'm going to put those in my stash. I said before, I've got a few more things I want to make, a few more coins and things, and I'm going to offer up some swaps and swap a selection of things. So, you know, listen out if you're interested in having one of these and swapping with me. I will be popping those in my stash. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed those, and I'll be back again with something else soon. Bye for now.